Hello friends, welcome to Wealth Guru. Here I am back again with another exciting video, and today's video would be on upcoming dividends in the stock market for next week. So I'll be sharing all the different stocks which are there in the market for next week, and whether you should buy these stocks for dividend, and what are going to be the ex-dividend dates, what are going to be the dates when you should buy the stocks. So before you go into the details, just to give an explanation of what dividends are and what basically ex-dividend date means and when you should buy the stock. So just giving an hypothetical example, for say Mr. Agarwal holds certain stocks and he wants to sell it to Mr. Patel, and Mr. Patel he actually was going to sell those stocks, so he sells the stocks, so it moves from Mr. Agarwal to Mr. Patel. And if you look at primarily how it happens, like if the transaction happens on the T day and then the stock actually reaches Mr. Patel on T plus 2. So basically what it means, if Mr. Agarwal sold the stock on Monday, the stock would be reaching Mr. Patel's demat account on Wednesday. So and eventually the dividend date could be falling in between. So if let's say the dividend is falling in between, that is on Tuesday in this case. So since Mr. Patel bought the stock on Monday, he is in fact is going to be owning this stock because he got the stock before the ex-dividend date. So that means before Tuesday he got the stock, he purchased the stock on Monday. So that's how he's going to be the owner of the stock when the dividend calculation gets done. So that is how he is going to be taking the dividend from this specific stock. So that is why you should take this into account before buying any stock, so that you get the dividend only when you buy the stocks one day before the ex-dividend date. Now let's go and find out what are the top 5 stocks which are there for dividend for next week and at what date we should buy the stocks. So let's go into the details. So the first stock I have for you is Federal Bank. So Federal Bank currently has a market price of 85.65, and the ex-dividend date for Federal Bank is 1st of July. So what basically means is the last day to buy the stock if you want to get a dividend is 30th of June, and the dividend amount that will be getting is 70 paisa, which is 0.7 rupees. That translates to around 0.8% of the current market price. So Federal Bank, being one of the oldest bank, has a lot of growth prospects. You can definitely buy the stock not only for dividend but also for the growth prospect it can give you in the long term. So one stock to buy for sure if you want to have it. So let's go into the next stock, stock number 4, and this is going to be Power Finance Corporation. Power Finance Corporation is a PSU in the power sector. It has a current market price of 124 and has a ex-dividend date of 1st of July again, and so that's why you have to buy the stock on 30th of June if you want to get the dividend. And the dividend amount is going to be rupees 2, which is around 1.7%. Again, on Power Finance Corporation, this is a PSU, but this has a good dividend yield. If you look at a yearly dividend yield, it is at least 6 to 7% of dividend yield you will get. So this stock has been paying consistently 8 to 9% of dividend for last say several years. So if you're looking for building a profile portfolio based on dividend yield stocks, definitely one stock that should be in your portfolio is Power Finance Corporation or REC. So one of these stocks you can definitely have in your portfolio. Let's go into the next stock. So stock number 3. The stock number 3 is L&T Infotech, one stock in the tech sector who is going to pay dividend next week. So the current market price of L&T Infotech is 4,219, and the ex-dividend date for L&T Infotech is 1st of July. That means you have to buy the stock on or before 30th of June to be eligible for the dividend, and the dividend amount is going to be rupees 25, which translates to 0.6% of the current market price. So L&T Infotech should be bought not only for the dividend but also for the growth perspective it has, being from the tech sector. So one stock you can probably have, but there are a lot of other options in the tech sector, like Tech Mahindra, Infosys, TCS, and many of the stocks you can buy. So most of the stock are good, giving a good long-term perspective. Well, let's go into the next stock, stock number 2. So stock number 2 is Petronet LNG. Again, this is a PSU in the LNG space and has current market price of 228 rupees. And again, the ex-dividend date is 1st of July. That means you should buy the stock on or before 30th of June to be eligible for the dividend. And if you look at the dividend amount, it's 3.5 rupees, which translates to around 1.5% of the current stock price. So again, this is a good dividend payer for the long term, has been paying dividend consistently, but has been a laggard in terms of stock performance in the market. But being in the LNG space, it can really unlock value anytime. So definitely one stock to add onto if you are focusing on oil and gas sector. So Petronet LNG should be in your portfolio. Alright, so here we come to the last stock on our list today, which is TTK Prestige, which has a current market cap of 8,840 and has an ex-dividend date of 1st of July, which means you should buy the stock on or before 30th of June to be eligible for the dividend. And the dividend amount is going to be rupees 30 only, and the dividend yield is 0.35%. So that's pretty much all the 5 dividend stocks which are available for next week, which you can buy on or before 30th of June to be eligible for the dividend. And most of the stock which I picked are really good stock, having a really long-term perspective, as well as the history of these stocks has been pretty decent and robust as well. So these are pretty much the stocks you can look out for next week. Alright, so hope you liked this video, and if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that you get notification every time I post such video. Thank you. Thanks for watching.